Tashidelek, and welcome to the fifth session of Geography chapter Manufacturing Industry. In this class, I am going to discuss the remaining two agro-based industry, and these are jute industry and sugar industry. So jute industry are those industry in which they use raw jutes and then convert into a finished products like gunny bags, basket, ropes, shoes, and varieties of bag. Jute industry is one of the most important agro-based industry in India. Jute is called also golden fiber. The first jute industry was set up in 1855 in Kolkata, in which the industry was equipped with spinning technology. Before that, jute were produced by the hand spinning, whereas from 1855 in jute industry, this was replaced by the hand spinning technology. And then 4 years later, in 1859, another jute industry was set up, and this time there was an introduction of weaving technology. So the weaving technology was introduced in jute industry in 1859, and this jute technology was driven by the power or electricity. So these two innovation in jute industry, that is introduction of spinning technology and introduction of power-driven weaving technology, these two has increased the production of jute goods in a very large number. Now India is the largest producer of raw jutes and jute goods in the whole world. Majority of the jute industries are located in the West Bengal. Almost like 84% of the jute goods are produced here in this region. So West Bengal is located in the eastern part of India, as you can see from here, and this is the area where the majority of jute textile industries are located here. At the same time, majority of the jute products are produced here. Now we look at the reason why jute textile industries are located here in this region. So the number one is raw material. West Bengal is a fertile plain area in which majority of the farmer grow jute here. Almost like 90% of the Indian jutes are grown here. And because of that, there is a availability of raw materials in a large number. And because of that, there is a regular supply of raw material to the jute industry. Because of that, majority of the jute industries are located here. Number two is water availability. Water are available in a large quantity because West Bengal area is supported by a river Hooghly, and this river Hooghly is used by the jute industry for the processing. Processing means for making jute goods as well as for washing the raw jute as well as dyeing the jute. All these activities are done with the help of river Hooghly. As you can see from the map, river Hooghly is located near the West Bengal. Okay, and the third reason is labor. West Bengal have a high density of population. At the same time, the state which lies near the West Bengal like Bihar and Orissa, all these states have a high density of population. Because of that, in this area, the jute industry get abundant cheap labor. And the fourth one is transportation facility. Transportation facility in this area are superb, means are in excellent, right? This area has a good network of road and railway facility. Not only that, this area, the West Bengal area, has a cheap water transportation because this area are served by the river or it lies near the sea. And the fifth point is West Bengal have an important big port, that is Kolkata. And this Kolkata port helps the jute industry to import machineries, at the same time helps to export the finished jute product to the other parts of the world as well as other parts of India. So these are the reasons why jute industries are located in the West Bengal area. Now coming to the second one, that is importance of jute industry. Jute industry is very important for India because jute industry is a labor-intensive industry. Labor-intensive means this industry require a large number of labor. Because of that, jute industry provides large number of employment or provide a large number of job to a large number of people in the country. Second one is India is the second largest exporter of jute product after the Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the largest exporter of jute, whereas India stands as the second largest exporter of jute. Since India exports large number of jute products to the other parts of the country or other part of the world, because of that India is able to earn large number of foreign exchange from this. That's why jute industry is very important. And third one is many products of the jute industries are manufactured or are made from the cottage and the small scale industry. Through this, jute industry is supporting the cottage industry and small scale industry to develop or to compete with the modern industry. So these are the importance of jute industry. Even though jute industry is the second most agro-based industry in the country, as well as it is helping the country to develop, but still jute industry are faced with few challenges or a problem. These problems are: number one, there is another materials or there's another textile introduced by the human being, that is synthetic. Coming of synthetic has posed a huge competition to the jute industry. Since synthetic is available in a like they are of cheaper rate, because of that it posed a huge competition to the jute. Number two is the cost of production of jute is very high due to the use of old technology. Because of that, the jute prices are very high. So there's a less demand for the jute goods, and the demand of the jute goods are getting declined because of the cheaper rates of the synthetic. And the third one is after independence, majority of the jute producing area has went to Bangladesh, and because of that now India are facing shortage of raw material. As you can see from here, so Bangladesh is located near the West Bengal. As you can see, in 1947, India got independent. At the same time, India was partitioned into two parts, that is India and the Pakistan. And Pakistan comprised of two territories, that is in the eastern part it's called East Pakistan and in the western part it's called West Pakistan. Later, this East Pakistan became another country called Bangladesh. So during the partition, majority of the jute producing area has gone to the Bangladesh area. Because of this, India are facing shortage of raw materials. So this is all about the jute industry in India. Okay, now coming to the third agro-based industry, that is sugar industry. So sugar industries are those industry in which they use sugarcane as a raw material, and then they come up with the finished products like sugar, gur and khansari. So sugar industry is also one of the most important agro-based industry in India. And India is the second largest sugar producing country in the world next to Brazil. And sugar industry is very important for India because sugar industry employ a large number of people. And almost like more than 3 lakh people are employed in this sugar industry. We have more than 460 sugar industry in India, and almost 60% of the sugar industries are located in the UP and Bihar. And most of these sugar industries are owned by the cooperative sectors, which means these are owned by a group of people. So let me show you the picture. Okay, so this is the map distribution of sugar industry in India, and the green colors signify the high level of sugar industry, and the pink signify the medium level of sugar industry, and the blue show the low level of sugar industry. So as you can see, the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar comes under the green color, which means they have a large number of sugar industry in India. But there is a chances or there is a tendency that the sugar industry located in the Uttar Pradesh and Bihar might get transferred or might get shifted to the Maharashtra region, even though Maharashtra have a large number of sugar industry. That is because of three reasons. Let me discuss this. So there's a tendency or chances for the sugar industry to shift or concentrate in the southern or the western part, that is Maharashtra. That is because number one is the sugarcane cultivated in the Maharashtra have a higher sucrose content. Sucrose means juice. It has a more juice content. Because of that, there is a more potential to produce more sugar. Okay, and second one is Maharashtra enjoy a cooler climate as compared to Uttar Pradesh. Because of that, Maharashtra have a longer crushing season. And the third one is Maharashtra have a large number of cooperative sector. Because of that, sugar industry can exist well in this area. And now coming to the last one, that is the major challenges faced by the sugar industry. Number one is sugar industry is seasonal in nature, which means it operates only in one season. In this, the worker face a problem because the worker get job only for one specific season and the remaining season are jobless. Number second is there's a low production of sugarcane in our India. And third one is sugar industry. They mainly use old and inefficient technology to produce sugar. Because of that, the sugars are not able to produce in a very large number. And number fourth is the crushing season are very short. That is only for 4 to 7 months in a year. And then sometimes problems comes when there's a transportation delay in reaching the sugar cane to the industry or factory. Because of that, the cane get dry up and they are not able to get sugar in a very large number. And the last one is beccase. So beccase is the remain of the sugar cane after crushing. So this might pollute our environment if these are thrown away in the open area. So there's need to maximize the use of this beccase. So beccase is the remains of the sugarcane after crushing. So this is all about the sugar industry. And so we have done with the agro-based industry, and in the next coming classes we are going to discuss about the mineral-based industry in detail, and we are going to discuss few examples of mineral-based industry. Okay, and see you in the next class. Stay safe.